Hello everyone. Today we are taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We are now on episode 4. Let's get into the episode. Okay, so for a little recap, we have the expansion of the civilizations, and we have some tension between the triangle and square alliances. Now into the episode. We are going to check on Judea. We all love Judea, right? Well, unfortunately their stability will go down once again. Okay, Judea, can you not be unstable for at least 1 second? But luckily the Queen of Judea will actually be competent and actually focus on her people and keeping her nation together. So the Queen is going to make the decision to maybe work around in not having to assimilate Anatolia. She will be releasing the nation of Elistia. Yes, Elistia now exists. I am so sure they will be very nice to the world in the future. Anyways, the Queen set up a pro-Judean government, so Elistia will join the Square Alliance. We are now going to Rome as they are having some paranoia. Rome is concerned with the growing power of the Squares, and if they were to go to war with them, they know that the Square Alliance will absolutely beat the living hell out of them. So Rome is going to recruit a new member into the Triangle Alliance. And that nation will be Illyria. Yes. Illyria will be joining the Triangle Alliance. Now, it is about time where Europe starts to get more countries, so Rome and the other European nations will send a lot of explorers to discover all of mainland Europe. And eventually, most of the European continent gets discovered. We are going to have a lot of new nations forming. We will see a dark red Netherlands country forming in the lowlands. Next, we see a black German country forming with their capital in the Berlin area. In Brittany, we have a lime French country forming there. A few decades later, the British Isles will get fully discovered, and of course a country will be forming there. Say hello to the dark blue English country. So we are going to head right back onto Rome, where they are sort of having an expansion race with Carthage. So both the Romans and the Carthaginians will expand western. Luckily, the Romans will be able to get all of the Iberian Peninsula with no problems, while Carthage expands into the area of Morocco. But Carthage is going to face some problems while expanding into the Moroccan area, since they are doing it too fast and basically sending a lot of people to settle in the new land, in which will make some of the population unhappy with their monarchy. This will cause Morocco to rebel away and gain independence from Carthage. We are going to head to the Romanians as they will be joining the Square Alliance. This is very interesting since they are literally bordering on the Triangle Alliance. The reasoning for the Romanians to join the Squares is that they believe that if a war broke out, they think the Squares will easily win. Plus they think that the world would be better if it is ruled by a Judean order. This will even cause more tension between the Squares and the Triangle, in which starts a big rivalry between the two alliances. Rome freaks out as they know they're so dead if the Square Alliance decides to invade them. So Rome is going to look for some allies that dislike the Squares. Unfortunately for them, they actually do find one. Morocco will be joining the Triangle Alliance. This will cause even more tension between the Squares and the Circles, and Carthage is going to scold at Rome and be like, why the hell do you have Morocco in the alliance? Carthage feels really threatened and they start to mobilize their army. The Yellow Greeks also mobilize their army as they are ready to engage a conflict with the Square Alliance. Away from the Middle East, São Tomé and Príncipe will expand their territory. We are going to head on to the Crimean Empire and the Russians, where they will expand largely as they are slowly becoming some of the strongest. We are now going to head on to the Indian subcontinent. So explorers from the Middle East will begin to discover the region of Gujarat. They will continue to explore the region as they are exploring more of India. We will have a nation forming in which this is the Kingdom of India, or the KOI for short. So the newly established KOI will continue to expand the Indian subcontinent until they find out they are not actually alone. They found a civilization in the southern part of India. This country is called Indica. As they find out of each other's existence, they will immediately create a rivalry and claim that they are the true rulers of India. They will both expand ready to face each other. They will probably be a rivalry for centuries as they try to claim the throne on who truly is the rightful ruler of India. Back in Africa, Judea and Egypt will send some exploration groups to go and explore the Ethiopian region where another new country will form. This country will be a golden Ethiopia. We are going to head back on into Europe as England has expanded to all of Great Britain, in which I will be naming them Britannia. Also, there is also a Hibernian country next to Britannia. We are now going to head into East Asia where Tokyonica will be exploring their exploration of the Asian continent. They decide to go south below Taipei Haven where they do find land, but it looks like a hidden civilization is already controlling it. Wait, it can't be the Islanders? Alright, so Tokyonica found out that the nation of the Islanders exist. It looks like they are also ambitious about forming a great Asian empire just like them. Alright, so Tokyonica will now expand and make a colony in the area of China. So it looks like China has sent exploration groups to discover more of Asia. So basically, Korea, Tokyonica, and China will all be expanding their territories. Alright, so something will happen. As China continues to expand their territories, getting stronger time after time, Korean troops will enter into Chinese territory. China is in complete surprise by this as they don't know what is going on. But at the same time, Tokyonica's troops also cross into Chinese territory from their colony, but now this is where they knew that this isn't a misunderstanding or a mistake. This is a declaration of war. The Koreans and the Tokyonicans have signed an alliance treaty with each other in which created the Diamond Alliance. This in which the Diamonds will declare war on China. Their goals is to dismantle this future Chinese empire before it becomes too overpowered. Korea is actually very serious about their previous explorers abandoning them, and they seek to take them home. As in, getting rid of their civilization. Alright, this will be it for episode 4 and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Goodbye.